Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I did a sling video a couple of days ago and I was pretty much writing off the sling bags made by Vera as bags that I wouldn't use. I had a lot of personal issues with some of the functionality on the sling bags, the cotton ones in particular. However, I do like the mini sling. I did use the mini sling for a day. I switched over to my Eddie Bauer one really briefly, just to kind of demonstrate like the different features and things like that. And then I went back into the Foxwood mini sling just for a little bit. I ended up returning my other cotton sling and decided to try the ReActive Sling in Corolla Elephants. So this is a ReActive material. It's made of recycled plastic water bottles. So not only is it, water resistant and all those really great things, but it's great for the environment. So you're carrying purpose when you're using a ReActive bag, which is really great. It's a really good feeling to know that. And I was kind of eyeing the ReActive slings ever since they came out because I do like the lighten up material, and they're kind of moving away from that and they're focusing more on their performance twill and now the ReActive. But I never got a chance to really try the lighten up slings. And I really wanted something in the Dillard's exclusive Corolla Elephants pattern. I was really hoping they were going to release tote and purse styles, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I decided to try the sling instead. Now this one I learned I like so much better than the other two slings. I do like the mini sling, I think it's okay, but I like this one much better. And I mean the cotton mini sling that I did a review on the other day. Because of the material, because it's this kind of, it's not like extremely slick, but it's a lot smoother. So if you're wearing a cotton shirt and you have this sling on and you want to adjust it to the front so you can get inside the zipper pockets, it's much easier to maneuver around your body because of the material. I felt like when I tried out the large cotton sling, because I was wearing a cotton t-shirt and the bag was cotton, when you go to, let me see if I can demonstrate it. When you go to, pull this around to the front, because it's cotton on cotton, the backpack would kind of take my whole shirt with it and just kind of twist my shirt around and twist my shirt up. And it just wasn't comfortable. And so when I was talking about in my other video that the cotton sling, the large one in particular, wasn't comfortable to wear, that's kind of what I meant. I also, didn't like how you couldn't switch shoulders really unless you have this on the front. But that was kind of my other hang up, but I think I can sort of forgive that because with this one, I'm able to adjust it, to the front. I'm able to flip it around to the front and it's very smooth. It moves smoothly. It doesn't mess up my shirt. It's very comfortable and I can still do easy access with all four of the pockets. So I got this bag today, and right after I visited Dillard's, I parked in my car and I loaded all of my stuff inside. I had to stop at the Kroger to get some groceries, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity for me to go do a test run with this bag. I'll have it on my back for at least 45 minutes, an hour tops, and I'll be walking around and eventually I'll get to the register where I will need to slip this around to the front, get into it, make sure I can find all my stuff that I need, and then put it back and be on the go. So that was really the true test. I wanted to see if I could do all of those things comfortably with this sling backpack. And it checked all the boxes. It was fantastic. Fantastic. I kind of wish I would have tried this material with the sling backpack a while ago, but I'm glad that I'm getting it now, especially since Corolla Elephants is kind of a new pattern. It's been out for a little bit now, but I'm really glad that I got one in Corolla Elephants. To be honest, I don't see myself collecting sling backpacks at all. I don't think I would use them enough. I think I'm more of like a shoulder bag, crossbody type person, but I'm really happy to have this, and I'm going to use this for a while, I think, and at least try. Y'all know me. If you watch my channel, you know I'm switching bags a lot, but I'm going to try to hang into this one for a little bit. I also picked up another Zip ID case because I couldn't resist that pattern placement. So you've got a perfect elephant on the front, you've got a great bit of foliage as well, and he's not cut off. It's perfect. And I did go to a different Dillard's today. This one was a little bit farther away from me. In the towns I used to live in, there were no Dillards, so I wasn't familiar with them at all. But where I'm living now, there are a ton of Dillards. So I decided to kind of shop around a little bit because I had some time today and just kind of look at what's out there. So the Dillard's that's closest to me also has one of these. And I think when I was trying to choose between the cotton one and the ReActive one in Corolla Elephants, one of the reasons why I ended up leaving the ReActive one behind is because the pattern placement wasn't very good at that Dillard's. And because with the ReActive you do not get the interior pattern, which is this. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the colors, I love the flowers, and you don't get that with the ReActive. You just get a plain colored interior. So I think those are the two reasons why I left this behind and decided not to try it the other day. But I just realized that this material is much better for me for quick access and comfort. So we're going to go ahead and run through the features of this larger ReActive Sling bag. So first, let's kind of take a look at, before we get to the features, let's take a look at the pattern placement. I was so happy with this pattern placement when I saw it in the store that I kind of knew my initial reaction to the sling bags in general. The Vera Bradley sling bags. And I just wanted to hang on to this because I saw it. There were only 2 ReActive slings in this pattern. The other pattern placement did not have one full elephant on the front. They were all cut off. So you got elephant butts and elephant heads and elephant trunks and things like that. So I just wanted to hold on to this one for a little bit while I walked around and looked at all the other stuff, just in case it got snatched up. And I was just super happy to see this full elephant on the front, not cut off, and he's kind of walking down a tree branch. And it's kind of funny how it's illustrated because his feet aren't really touching the branch. It's almost like he's free floating. But I like that. It's a very casual look. It's a very casual feel to the pattern. I love the colors. You have this darkish teal blue background, and then you've got these bright jungle vibe pops of pinks and greens. I really like this light green in the pattern. I like the color of pink that they went with. It's like a pinkish purple here. And then you get that little taste of orange, which you kind of see outlining some of the flowers. On some it's on the inside, and then you do have some in the tapestry on the back of the elephants. And I really do like the light blues too. I think those are probably the poppiest parts of the pattern for me, besides the light green. I'm just gonna sit on the floor so I can kind of get close to the camera so you could see the pattern. And then I did get a good half of an elephant right here in the side panel, and then in this other side panel I got an elephant head and trunk. There is the bottom of the sling. And then on the side, I did get another half of an elephant. Right above the pocket structure, I have another full elephant. Unfortunately, the Vera Bradley pleather tag is taking up a good part of that elephant. I have no desire in attempting to take off that tag. And oh, by the way, it's not pleather, I'm sorry. That's like it's a recycled rubber plastic material. Again, I don't have any desire to try to take that off. I don't care that it's on top of the elephant, to be honest, because I got other good elephant placement, and because it's not blocking his head or face. I think if it was blocking his head or face, that would really annoy me. But this, it's almost like he's carrying a Vera Bradley sign on his side or something like that. So that I can deal with. And then, if that's not all, we have on the top an almost full elephant. So when I saw that full placement, like so, with all of those really good elephants, that was like my first indication, like, okay, I'm not sure how I feel about the sling backpack, but I'm going to carry this around the store with me while I think about it, because the placement is really good. So that is the front. Then you've got the strap, and they put this reinforcement down the strap. I don't know how I feel about that. When I wore it in the grocery store, it wasn't uncomfortable at all. I promise it was very comfortable with all of the stuff that I have inside of it, and I have a good amount of stuff. I think they probably just do that so, you know, typically the straps are the first thing to go on a lot of bags, so maybe they just wanted to reinforce it to make it a little stronger. So that's okay. So anyway, all that to say, you don't get to see the pattern placement. You could see an elephant head there that was cut off, but that's all right. And then here's the placement on the back, which is really good. I got another 2 full elements, and here you can kind of see the pattern placement a little bit better without the pockets interrupting. Just a really beautiful pattern. I might have mentioned in my other video that with Kerala elephants, you do have a decent chance of getting a lot of cut off elephants because the elephants are illustrated pretty large. They're not small illustrations. So as you can see at the top there, I did get a decapitated elephant. But again, this is the back. Nobody's gonna see the back. So that's okay. And you could see that the back is extra padded for comfort, and I definitely appreciate that. I think if you're taking that backpack hiking or something like that, it's gonna be really comfortable on your back. Okay. So now we can get to the features, and I love looking at this pattern. It's just so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so this is a little bit different than the mini sling that I showed you. It has basically just one more pocket, and it's larger. So the first pocket that we have is this vertical pocket that goes down the front. And I might keep playing around with how I have things arranged, but right now inside of that pocket I have my my lotion and my chapstick. And then in the pocket behind that, it goes top and then down and opens like so. But if you have it slung over your back, I don't know if slung is a word, slinged? If you have it on your back and you're pulling it around, it's gonna open like this. So there is no gusset. I would like to see a gusset there. I know maybe if you're using it like this, then the gusset might not make sense. But if you're slinging it around your body like most people are going to be doing, it would be nice to have a little gusset right there. However, I feel like it is deep enough that my stuff is kind of still protected, that it might not fall out right away. So in here, this is where I kept my wallet when I was in the grocery store. This is the zip ID case in the limited edition Harry Potter Home to Hogwarts pattern. I have to thank Nicole for this. Thank you so much. She sold me this little zip ID case, so now I have 2 of these. I did get a placement with the 2 sorting hats on it in one of my other videos, which I like, and I'm gonna keep that one. But I really was looking forward to getting one with the crest and head wig and the glasses on it. So I was really happy to get this one. I didn't have a chance at that time to go shopping for this in the store when it first came out, so I'm really thankful to her for giving me the opportunity to get this one. So thank you so much, Nicole. So that is my wallet that I'm using today. And then here you can see the pocket structure on the inside. So you've got 2 pen or pencil slips right here, which I do have one of my pens in there. And I do like this about the larger sling because with the mini one, it's kind of too small to incorporate as many like organizational pockets on the inside. With this one, you have a bigger slip, and in there I have my keys, my hand sanitizer, and I have my sunglasses. And then I do have my other keys kind of just thrown down there in the main interior. What I would love to see with this, if they put a key clip on the inside, or if they put a zippered mesh pocket like my Eddie Bauer sling has, because I know I keep bringing that up, but if you have a meshed zipper pocket on the inside of a zipper pocket like this, I feel a lot more secure. I mean, I do still feel safe with this stuff, but it would be nice if this opened up and you had another zipper pocket where you can still see what's inside, but it's just an extra layer of protection, especially if you're maybe in a busy city or something like that, you have this on your back. I think for me, if I was in a busy area, I would just sling this over to the front that would just make me instantly feel better to know it's somewhere I can see. But I think adding an extra security clip or a zipper pocket would make it even better. So that's what's inside of that pocket. Now we're gonna get into, oh, let me throw my zip ID back inside. Now we're gonna get into the main interior that goes from top to bottom here. And these are the chunky zippers too. The only zipper that's not chunky is this hidden zipper pocket back here, which I do really like this pocket, and we'll get to that in just a second. So let me give you a look at everything I have inside. This sling size is a little more my speed. I do love that the mini sling is like a nice compact package. I do feel like I had to sort of stuff a lot of my things in that, as you saw the other day. And I'll link that video below just in case you haven't seen that. But I do feel a little bit more confident with my stuff in here because I just have more room. Things aren't packed full. And if I'm opening this in, say, a busy grocery store, I'm not worried about everything kind of pouring out of it like what happened with my mini sling the other day. So I feel much better about this. So you don't have any organizational pockets inside of this main compartment. That is one thing I think could be fixed by either a zipper pocket, whichever orientation they decide to put it, whether it's vertical or horizontal. I think that would be great. Or they can add a key clip in here somewhere. I know they try to keep the prices down on these, and this is like a special reactive material. I just think a couple little touches of organization, especially in such a big pouch like this, could really make a difference. And it might bump up the price just a little bit, but I think it would be worthwhile. With all of that said, I found myself having to add a couple more pouches in the main compartment. That way all of my smaller things aren't kind of floating around and getting lost at the bottom. So one of the pouches I decided to add is part of the, I don't know if it's called Pencil Pouch Trio. This is in the pattern Super Bloom. And I'm keeping all of my masks inside of there. I really like these because I like the material. It's very slick. And these lay nice and flat. So I have 4 masks in here. And look how flat it is. It's not taking up a ton of width in my bag, which is good. I have the smaller pouch from that Pencil Pouch Trio in Super Bloom. And in this one, I just have all of my little cosmetic stuff inside. All the usual stuff. I really like this one because you get the little blooms on it. It's really cute. Oh, I also picked up a mask today. This is a Vera Bradley mask in the pattern Havana Hot House. So it's kind of part of the Havana Rose collection. I really, really love this, and I do wish there were bags that came in this. There were purse styles in the interior of Havana Rose. That one was called Havana Dots. And so when they made Havana Dots, the interior of Havana Dots was Havana Hot House. I do have a bag in Havana Dots, and this is the interior. And that's the whole reason why I bought it. It's a Glenna bag. It is a little bit used. I haven't used it too much. I've used it a couple of times. But I love opening up that Glenna, and then this is the interior. It's just gorgeous. I'm not really out to collect Vera masks. I've just been getting the ones that I really like. Like, I think I have Fox Forest, Happy Snails, Sure Thing, Hummingbird Ditzy. I can't remember. Maybe that's it. Hummingbird Ditzy. I think I said Happy Snails. Oh, I know I have at least one more. That's a different one. But I do really like this one. It's just really, really pretty. So I'm looking forward to using that. I was hoping they'd have a French Paisley one, but they didn't. Not in stock, at least, at the time. So I'm just glad to have found this one. So I've been collecting the ones that, there are patterns that I already know I like. And so that one was definitely one I wanted to pick up. I would love it if they came out with one in Koala Elephants, because I just love the colors in this, that I would definitely love to get that. It might not be so flattering, though, to have an elephant butt on your face if the elephant gets cut off, but that's something I'd probably take my chances with anyway. Alright, for the rest of the stuff inside, we've got the tissues and the wet wipes. We've got the mini notebook. I don't care if stuff like that floats around. That doesn't bother me. My spray deodorant, my little owl's pouch, which I had to take out with the mini sling. All this wouldn't fit together. I've got my little itsy bitsy tape measure. That didn't sound right for a minute for some reason. My hair tie. I've got my coin pouch with the cute little foxes on it and foxwood. This is my tech pouch. Oh, that's my receipt from the signature store where I got the mask. I've got my AirPods. Oh, this is the little scent thing for the bag. And so that is the main interior. So it's not so dark. You could see things in there really well. I'd say the colors are very accurate, coming out on camera very well right now. So I've basically been kind of, at least since I've had this, I'm going to keep that out so I can wash it. I've just been stacking it like so. No particular rhyme or reason to it. I probably should put my AirPods somewhere else. Maybe in the security zipper back here. But we'll just keep it in there for now. Oh, I forgot to mention this too. I've had this mini cosmetic for a while in Dream Tapestry. This is where I decided to keep my overflow of masks. Cat's Meow. That was the other mask I was trying to think of that I have. That's Vera. So yeah, I have Cat's Meow, Sure Thing, Hummingbird Ditzy, Fox Forest, and Happy Snail. So I don't have very many Vera masks. I've just been kind of picking up the ones I have to have. So there's that. And if I wanted to include my entire mask pouch in here, I could easily throw it inside. There's plenty of room. But that's just my overflow. So we'll zip that up. And then there is one last pocket, and that is the concealed pocket back here. This is where you can keep your phone, your wallet, your valuables when you have this on your back and you want it somewhere that's a little more secretive. I mean, you could still see it, but it's a little more protected. Less likely that someone's going to either see this when it's on your back or have the courage to reach in and steal something. So I like the placement of this. The pocket does go all the way across, and in terms of height, it goes here, and then deep, it goes almost all the way to the bottom. It's right about where the elephant's foot is on the branch. So great pocket. That is where I would keep my phone, which fits perfectly. And I think if I was somewhere busy and I just wanted a little more peace of mind, my two most valuable items that would be in this bag are my wallet, of course, and my phone. Probably my AirPods too, but those would probably go back in this zipper pocket. So I could easily fit both of those items back there, and that would fix the problem of being, for me at least, for being nervous about pickpocketers. The zippers on this bag are kind of loud, so I would like to think I would be able to hear if somebody was getting in there, but you never know. There are professional pickpocketers out there, so you just never know. So now that I have that all filled up, let's go ahead and try her on for real. So this is what the strap looks like on the front. I actually like, now that I'm seeing it on the camera, I like this blue stripe going down. It's almost like you're wearing a solid strap. So if you are wearing, say, like a busy colored shirt or a busy patterned shirt, you have more of like a solid color going down the front, and it's not as like crazy busy. That doesn't really matter to me at all, but that's just kind of a thought. And it doesn't look that bad. I don't think it looks too terrible to have the sling backpack strap go around and under like that. And thankfully, where I have it adjusted, where it's comfortable on me, the buckle falls underneath here. So I'm really thankful that it's not like up here, because I don't know if I would like that. So I'm glad that it's down there while I'm wearing it on my back at least. Okay, so let's see what it looks like here. So I might have to crouch down just a little bit so you can see it. So that is what it looks like on my back. And I know I just said the other day that I was a little bit self-conscious about the bigger sling on my back, but I think I can deal with this. I think I can deal with it. Especially now that this functions a little bit better than the cotton one, I think I can deal with it. And so let's practice swinging in and around the front. Ta-da! So it does bulk out a lot, as you can see, just because the way these two pockets are kind of topped onto here. I would eventually like to see, you know, maybe they could do away with this pocket here and just have this one, and then just add extra organization inside of the main zipper. And that might fix a lot of the issues of this being so bulky. And I guess I could just take whatever I have in this pocket and just put it in here. But that's just kind of a suggestion, because it does look a little bulky, but at least you can easily get into these pockets and get what you need. I could get into this one, I could grab my chapstick, I can zip this one around, and like I said, there's no gusset there, but my stuff isn't falling out, so that's good. So if I need my car keys, I can get to my car keys, I can shove them in the back where they feel a little bit more protected, right back there. And then as for my phone and my wallet, now those are kind of in that concealed pocket, as you can see back here. I can grab it like so. And I feel a little bit better about having that there. So if I switch this back, the concealed pocket is right here. So see how that piece of fabric right here kind of wraps over it like that? So you can't really see it unless you're coming at me from the front, and you might see the zipper. But if you're behind me and you're thinking, okay, how can I get in this girl's backpack? You're not gonna see that concealed zipper back there. So I do really like that about this sling. My Eddie Bauer sling does not have that feature, so I do like that a lot. So there's the front view again. Here's the other side view. And it's pretty comfortable. Like I said, I walked around the grocery store with everything that you just saw inside. I was in there for about an hour, and it was very comfortable on me. And this is padded on the other side, by the way. So not only is it reinforced on the front, but it's padded on the opposite side. See how easy that was? Like, it's just an easy slide, and that's because of the material. So I like that about it. And I think I showed the zip ID already, but there's another look at the Corolla Elephant's zip ID case. I actually really like the pinks in this pattern. And I think that's it. So thank you all for watching my video, and I hope if you're considering any of the slings that the past couple of videos were helpful, kind of going through the features and what can fit inside. If you do have any questions for me, just leave them down in the comments, and I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Bye!